Alright guys, so today we're about to show y'all how to install a battery. I just bought this battery from AutoZone. So this is an old school car. This is an 87 Chevy Caprice. So right here in the old school, and in these cars, you know, it's a lot of old school stuff like this, but this should be any other car. It should be the same way, because on the battery you have your red, your positive, and you have your negative, the ground. The red gonna always be your positive. Your black gonna always be your ground. A ground that's grounded to the frame, and don't ever try to let these touch. I always try to keep them far back as possible. So y'all gonna have to excuse what I have going on here. Like I said, it's an old school car, man. This is something that I barely drive, and it don't have to look pretty. Got my little boat right here. So first things first, I just want to make sure my wires kind of out the way, that way it can give me a little space right here. I got the red just hanging over here, my ground right here. So this battery is technically not made for this car, but I'm gonna make it work. But the ones that's doing this, y'all will want to get the right battery. Like I said, it won't matter on my end. So I'm just showing y'all the correct way. And what I like to do first, I like to go ahead and hook the red. Take this little cap piece off. Might have to get you a flathead to pry it off. I was given this with some grease, battery terminal protector, to kind of prevent the corrosion. The grease at the ends of the battery. Okay. With my hand, I'm just gonna rub it at the bottom of it. It's not gonna hurt. Then I will start with the positive, which is the positive, the red first. And of course, if y'all doing this, y'all gonna have the screw things. Y'all gonna unloosen the screws right here. You're gonna wiggle it on there, then you're gonna tighten it back up. Like I said, this is an old school car. This is kind of how I do it on my stuff, because it's not in need of that. Alright, so this is how I did it. I just got the wire up in there. I leave that in there. I got the ground. So when you do connect it, whichever one you put first, whatever you put on there, it's gonna spark just a little bit, but it's not gonna cause no hurt. So that's how you install a battery. You put it in there just like the old battery you took out. And once you take the old battery out, that's the same way you put it back in. So step one, you're gonna take your cables off. Make sure your cables are not touching. Make sure the positive definitely not touching any metal or around any metal. So what I did, since I have this bar here, I just prop my cable and let it hang on this bar. You know, your ground can touch. It's gonna touch. So you can just move your ground out the way. You're gonna take your old battery out, set it on the ground. You're gonna get your new battery, and make sure whichever side the red or the black on, that's what side you're gonna make sure the battery on. Since my red on this side, you don't want to have your red on this side on your battery, because you're gonna have to pull this wire and the wire might not reach. So make sure you turn your battery around. That's why you got to make sure y'all get the right battery, so it can be on the right side that you need it on. So you're gonna put your red on first, tighten it down, then you're gonna come with your ground, put your ground on, and you tighten it down, and you're gonna hear a little spark that let you know the battery do got some spark to it and it's ready to crank. Tighten everything down, and then you get up in there and you fire it up. That's how y'all put a battery in. That's how I put my battery in. Thank y'all for watching.